Stoic Secrets to Finding Power and Purpose in Solitude. From the very first breath of this moment, I invite you to join me on an extraordinary journey. One where we step away from the relentless noise of the modern world and venture deep into the sanctuary of our inner selves. Picture with me a quiet dawn, where the first light of day glimmers on a still lake and the soft murmur of nature whispers secrets of ancient wisdom. In that serene moment, as you stand with me in the embrace of solitude, you might feel a stirring inside, a gentle yet unyielding call to reclaim your power. To unearth a purpose that transcends the trivialities of daily life. I remember vividly a time when I found myself overwhelmed by chaos. The clamor of expectations and endless distractions drowning out the inner voice that sought guidance. It was then, in the midst of isolation and reflective silence, that I discovered the timeless teachings of Stoicism. I learned that solitude is not a void of emptiness but a vast, fertile ground where our innermost strengths can flourish. Can you recall a moment when life's turbulence forced you to look inward? Where the only answer lay in facing your own thoughts without distraction. This is the essence of our shared journey, a quest for resilience and clarity through embracing the power of solitude. I stand before you today, not as a distant sage on a mountain peak, but as one who has walked the rugged path of self-discipline and emerged with insights that transformed every fiber of my being. As we delve into the core principles of Stoicism, we will explore how embracing solitude can fortify us against adversity and illuminate our path toward a more purposeful life. Together, we will learn to see every hardship as an opportunity to refine our character. Just as a sculptor chips away at raw stone to reveal a masterpiece hidden within, I want you to imagine the sensation of complete stillness, the kind that allows every thought to settle like dust in the golden rays of a setting sun. In that stillness, you are free to observe your inner landscape without judgment. Free to identify the seeds of virtue that lie dormant within you. And isn't it remarkable how, in the quietest moments, the loudest truths are often whispered? We have all experienced times when the world seemed to press down on us with an unbearable weight. Moments when our resolve wavered and our hope was dimmed by the relentless barrage of external pressures. Yet, it is precisely in those moments of despair that the wisdom of the Stoics beckons us to pause, reflect, and transform. I recall a particularly challenging period in my life when every step felt laden with doubt and uncertainty. When the future appeared as an impenetrable fog of confusion. It was during a solitary walk along a rugged trail that I found myself questioning everything I had ever believed about strength and success. In that silent communion with nature, as the wind whispered softly through ancient trees and the earth beneath my feet pulsed with quiet energy, I encountered a profound epiphany. True power lies not in external conquests or accolades, but in the mastery of one's own mind. This realization stirred something deep within me. A spark of determination that ignited my resolve to seek clarity and purpose in the simple act of being alone. I ask you now, have you ever felt that surge of inner strength rising from the depths of isolation, urging you to embrace your vulnerabilities and turn them into sources of empowerment? In our shared pursuit of a more meaningful existence, we begin to see that solitude is not a curse to be endured but a gift to be cherished. The ancient Stoics taught that every challenge, every setback, is an invitation to cultivate our inner virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. When we isolate ourselves from the clamor of societal expectations, we create a sacred space where our thoughts can grow unencumbered by the opinions of others. It is here that we learn to listen, not just to the world around us, but to the inner voice that knows our true potential. As I speak to you now, I feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude for those moments of quiet reflection. For they have taught me that the truest form of strength is born from self-awareness and disciplined contemplation. Each day spent in solitude becomes a workshop for the soul, a chance to refine our character and sharpen our resolve. And so, I encourage you to seek out these moments, to honor them as the precious opportunities there for cultivating resilience and unlocking your inner power. Imagine, if you will, a scenario where the daily grind of life forces you into constant interaction with an ever-demanding world, leaving little room for self-reflection. In such times, you might feel lost in the crowd, your unique voice drowned by the collective hum of opinions and expectations. Yet, when you dare to retreat into solitude, even for a brief period, you create the possibility for profound transformation. I have experienced the liberating sensation of detaching from the chaotic currents of everyday life, stepping away from the cacophony, and immersing myself in the gentle rhythms of my own thoughts. It is in these moments that I discovered the immense reservoir of calm and focus that lay hidden within me, waiting to be tapped. Through practices such as mindful meditation and deliberate journaling, I learned to harness the quiet power of reflection, transforming solitude into a powerful catalyst for personal growth. What if you, too, embraced solitude as a sanctuary? A place where you could rebuild your inner world free from the distortions of external noise? We begin to see that the journey towards power and purpose is not marked by grand external achievements alone, but by the inner victories we earn when we face ourselves honestly. Every time we choose to sit quietly with our thoughts, to confront our fears, and to question the very nature of our existence, we are engaging in an act of courage that resonates with the spirit of Stoicism. I remember a particularly transformative day when, amid the silence of an early morning rain, I found myself pondering the nature of impermanence and the inevitable cycles of life. In that reflective solitude, I understood that every moment of suffering, every hardship we endure, is transient, a mere ripple in the vast ocean of time. This awareness did not diminish the pain but rather infused it with meaning, teaching me that adversity is an essential ingredient in the recipe for personal growth. Have you ever considered that the challenges you face might be the very elements that refine your character and fortify your spirit? As we continue to navigate the labyrinth of our inner lives, we gradually learn that the practice of Stoicism is not about suppressing emotion or denying the reality of pain. Rather, it is about accepting life's inevitable hardships with a composed heart and an open mind. I have discovered that the key to true resilience lies in our ability to stand firm in the face of uncertainty and to find beauty in the struggle itself. When I encountered moments of profound solitude, times when I was utterly alone with my thoughts, I began to appreciate the silent dialogue between my mind and the universe. In these sacred instants, every question, every doubt, became a stepping stone on the path to self-actualization. I encourage you to view your moments of isolation as opportunities to engage in this internal dialogue, to ask yourself the difficult questions that ultimately lead to growth and liberation. What hidden truths might you uncover if you were to allow yourself the space and time to reflect deeply? The transformative journey we are on is not always easy. There are days when the shadows of doubt and despair loom large, when the weight of solitude seems too heavy to bear. Yet, it is precisely in these moments that the enduring principles of Stoicism come to our rescue. I have learned that by embracing the inherent uncertainty of life, by accepting that pain and joy are intertwined in the fabric of our existence, we can rise above our circumstances and reclaim our inner power. There is a unique kind of strength that is forged in the crucible of hardship, a strength that is resilient, unwavering, and born from a profound understanding of the transient nature of all things. In our moments of solitude, we are granted the gift of perspective, a chance to see the world not as a series of insurmountable obstacles but as a grand tapestry of experiences that shape us into who we are meant to become. As you listen to these words, I urge you to consider how each challenge in your life has contributed to your personal evolution. Could it be that your most difficult moments were the catalysts for your greatest transformations? I want you to imagine that, with each passing day, you consciously carve out a sacred space for solitude, whether it's a quiet corner of your home, a secluded spot in nature, or simply a dedicated moment in your busy schedule to sit in silence. In that space, free from the distractions of modern life, you are invited to explore the depths of your mind and to reconnect with the essential truths of existence. It is here, in the stillness of solitude, that we can cultivate the discipline and focus necessary to transform our lives. I have often marveled at the clarity that emerges from these moments of intentional isolation, when the clutter of everyday thoughts is swept away by the gentle breeze of self-awareness. In that clarity, we find a renewed sense of purpose, a reminder that our true power lies not in what we accumulate, but in the strength of our character and the authenticity of our actions. Have you ever sat quietly and allowed yourself to simply be, without judgment or expectation, and felt the stirring of something greater within you? Every journey of self-discovery is punctuated by moments of profound insight, those rare, awe-inspiring flashes when everything aligns and the truths of the universe reveal themselves in a dazzling display of clarity. I remember one such moment vividly. When I was alone on a windswept cliff overlooking a vast, endless ocean, as the wind whipped past me and the sound of crashing waves filled the air, I experienced an overwhelming surge of gratitude and understanding. In that instant, I realized that life is a series of interconnected moments, each one offering a lesson in resilience and grace. The solitude of that experience was not lonely, instead, it was a communion with the very essence of life itself. I felt a deep connection to the ancient Stoic belief that true power comes from within, from our capacity to endure, to reflect, and to grow. In that transformative moment, I understood that every challenge we face is an opportunity to refine our spirit and to rediscover the inherent beauty that lies within each of us. What epiphanies have you experienced when you allowed yourself the luxury of solitude? As we journey deeper into this exploration, we come to recognize that the art of living with purpose is intrinsically linked to our ability to embrace both the light and the shadow within us. The Stoic path teaches us that every emotion, every experience, is a brushstroke on the canvas of our existence. When we sit in solitude, we are granted the rare opportunity to witness this masterpiece in progress, to observe how joy and sorrow, success and failure, each contribute to the vibrant tapestry of our lives. I have come to understand that true fulfillment arises not from the accumulation of external achievements, but from the cultivation of inner virtues that stand the test of time. In the quiet moments when we are alone with our thoughts, we are invited to practice gratitude, to savor the simple pleasures of existence, and to nurture the seeds of hope that reside deep within us. In doing so, we transform solitude from a state of isolation into a powerful crucible for personal growth and self-empowerment. I invite you to reflect on your own life. How have moments of stillness and introspection shaped the person you are today? There is an undeniable beauty in the disciplined practice of solitude, a beauty that shines through even in the darkest of times, when the world around us seems to crumble and uncertainty reigns supreme. It is in the quiet recesses of our hearts that we can rediscover our strength and reclaim our purpose. I have often marveled at the way that solitude, when embraced fully, can serve as a mirror reflecting back the true nature of our character. In these moments of honest reflection, we are forced to confront our deepest fears and acknowledge our most authentic desires. It is a process that is both humbling and empowering, as we learn that our worth is not defined by the opinions of others or the fleeting accolades of success, but by the quiet dignity of a life well lived. In the silence of solitude, we are given the chance to rewrite our narratives, to redefine what it means to be powerful and purposeful in a world that is often chaotic and unforgiving. I challenge you to consider, what truths might you uncover if you were to embrace solitude as a friend rather than a foe? Now, as we draw nearer to the conclusion of this reflective journey, I want you to feel the heartbeat of resilience pulsing within your very core. Our exploration of Stoicism and the art of finding power and purpose in solitude has been nothing short of transformative. We have ventured through the landscapes of inner turmoil and emerged into the radiant light of self-discovery. Every moment spent in solitude has the potential to become a stepping stone toward a life filled with clarity, meaning, and unwavering strength. I recall a time when, after days of intense solitude, I emerged with a renewed sense of purpose, a profound understanding that each challenge I had faced was not an end, but rather the beginning of a new chapter of growth and enlightenment. It was as if the universe itself had conspired to reveal a secret, that within every struggle lies the seed of greatness, and that the most powerful among us are those who dare to confront their inner darkness with courage and humility. Can you feel that same stirring within you? That gentle yet persistent call to rise above the mundane and embrace your true potential? In the spirit of this timeless wisdom, I encourage you to carry these lessons into your daily life. Let the principles of Stoicism guide you as you navigate the complexities of the modern world. Whether you find yourself in the throes of adversity or the calm of quiet reflection, remember that every experience is an opportunity to build character and cultivate resilience. The practice of solitude is not reserved for the extraordinary few. It is available to each and every one of us. A universal path to self-empowerment that transcends time and circumstance. I invite you to create your own moments of intentional isolation. Moments when you can disconnect from the clamor of everyday life and reconnect with the quiet, enduring power of your inner spirit. In these moments, you will discover that true purpose is not something that can be found in the approval of others, but in the unwavering commitment to your own growth and well-being. What steps will you take today to embrace the transformative power of solitude? As our time together in this exploration comes to a close, I want to leave you with a final, resonant thought, a call to action that encapsulates the essence of what we have uncovered here. Life, with all its unpredictability and fleeting moments, offers us the chance to forge a path defined not by external accolades, but by the quiet strength of our convictions and the clarity of our vision. In embracing solitude, we do not isolate ourselves from the world, rather, we immerse ourselves in the profound truth that our greatest source of power lies within. The journey of self-discovery is one marked by moments of vulnerability, introspection, and ultimately, triumph. I have witnessed firsthand how the principles of Stoicism can transform even the most challenging circumstances into opportunities for profound growth and renewal. Now, I ask you to consider this. If you were to harness the power of solitude and allow the Stoic teachings to guide your actions, how might your life be transformed? There is a special, almost magical moment when all the lessons of solitude crystallize into a single, awe-inspiring epiphany, a moment when you stand at the crossroads of your life and realize that every hardship, every trial, was a deliberate step on the path to your true self. I experienced this wow factor during a long, reflective evening under a canopy of stars, where the silence around me was so complete that I could hear the rhythm of my own heartbeat. In that moment, I understood that true power is not something granted by the world outside, but something that is cultivated within, nurtured by every experience and every lesson learned in solitude. This epiphany reminded me that the journey toward inner strength and purpose is not a sprint but a marathon, a continuous process of learning, growing, and ultimately, transcending the limitations we once believed defined us. As you continue on your own path, remember that every moment spent in reflective solitude is a treasure trove of insight, a chance to reconnect with your inner essence and to build a life rooted in resilience and authenticity. In closing, I want you to know that the secrets of Stoicism are not relics of a bygone era, but living, breathing principles that continue to inspire and empower us in every moment of our lives. The quest to find power and purpose in solitude is a deeply personal one. Yet it is also a universal journey that binds us all together as seekers of truth and champions of inner strength. I stand here with you, a fellow traveler on this winding road, urging you to embrace every challenge, every quiet moment of introspection, as a stepping stone toward a richer, more meaningful existence. Let the wisdom of the Stoics light your way as you forge your own path. And remember that the power to transform your life lies not in the accolades of the outside world, but in the quiet courage of your own heart. As you move forward from this moment, may you carry with you the unshakable truth that in solitude, we find not isolation but the boundless opportunity to unlock the deepest reserves of power and purpose within ourselves. So, I leave you with this invitation. Step into the quiet, step away from the chaos, and allow yourself the gift of solitude. In that sacred space, you will encounter the timeless secrets of Stoicism, secrets that have the power to reshape your destiny and reveal the true essence of who you are. Let us journey together, with courage and conviction, into a life of inner strength, self-discipline, and enduring purpose. The path may be challenging, and the road may be long, but I promise you that every step taken in honest solitude brings you closer to the greatness that lies within. And as we part ways for now, I ask you one final question. Are you ready to embrace your solitude? To unlock the transformative power that lies within, and to live a life defined by authenticity, resilience, and profound purpose?